Welcome back for another video. In today's video we'll be looking at the top 100 greatest ever FPL managers, including their team selections, player ownership, transfer plans and more. If you want to keep up with what the greatest ever FPL managers are doing this season, don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy the video. With the many millions of FPL managers, just barely 100 meet the criteria to join our list. The criteria to join this list is a minimum of 4 top 1k finishes or a minimum of 7 top 10k finishes. They are undisputably the greatest managers to have ever played the game, with a record to prove it. We call them the Elite 100. That said, there's actually slightly more than 100, but to keep it simple, we'll mostly use percentages when going through their teams and moves. Let's start off with the Elite 100's team selections. By aggregating all of their teams together, we can arrive at a consensus team, which is a full squad of 15 players that they agree on having the most. One reasonable conclusion you could draw is that the higher percentage a player has, the more you should consider owning them. The Elite 100 template team is as follows. A big shake up to the team this game week with 4 changes. Off the back of his postponement, Sanchez leaves the team and De Gea replaces him, who kept a clean sheet and made 5 saves in the win against Norwich. Man United have a great run of games, so he's a very reasonable long-term pick. No changes to the defence, though it was another disappointing game week from James. Between Game Week 9 and Game Week 12 he scored 43 points at a rate of 10.75 points per game. Between Game Week 13 and Game Week 16 he scored 1 point at a rate of 0.25 per game, which is a startling drop off. Though he's bound to haul again, so it may be too early to sell. In midfield, Rafinha and Son leave the team. In Rafinha's case, he scored a penalty and leads his 3-2 loss to Chelsea. Bernardo and Gallagher replaced them in the team. Bernardo's been in top form and getting consistent minutes. Following his assist versus Wolves, he's now on 7 goals and 3 assists for the season. Up top, Kane leaves the team and Ronaldo takes his place. Ronaldo won the penalty and scored it in the 1-0 away win to Norwich. We've discussed Man United's fixtures, however the discussions will no doubt continue as to whether he justifies his 12.4 mil price tag, or whether that money is better spent spread around the team. Heading into Game Week 16, here's their transfer activity. A crazy game week, no doubt due to the postponements. Just 8% of the Elite 100 saved a transfer. 42% made use of their free transfers, 35% took a -4, 13% took a -8, and 2% took a -12 hit. There's never a good time for a postponement, but it couldn't have come at a much worse time, as many of us had other issues to handle in our teams, and the congested schedule will continue to cause unpredictability in the lineups. Cancelo was the 3rd most owned player in the template team, who's now also suspended for the next match, which will be one further issue to navigate. A quick look at the chip usage among the Elite 100 next. After a couple of quiet game weeks, there's been some chip activity. 3% activated the wildcard in Game Week 16, which means just 4% have theirs left now. Most interestingly, 1% used the free hit in Game Week 16. We saw some managers doing this, including the current overall rank 5. In their case, they had 2 Spurs players and Tony, all 3 of which could miss Game Week 17 too, and therefore once you're scored reverse after the free hit, you're still dealing with the exact same issue. So you can understand the -12s that we saw some of the Elite 100 managers taking. And as a result, they'll have the free hit chip for the real blank game weeks later in the season, or perhaps to use in a double game week. Onto the Elite 100's transfers. The most popular move was Kane to Ronaldo, which was a transfer 57 of the Elite 100 made. An instant return, as Kane had the blank and Ronaldo got 9 points. 36 managers picked King as their Tony replacement, while 11 picked Dennis. King has been the one with better underlying numbers and on penalty duties, however it was Dennis who got the goal in the Brentford game. 22 managers selected De Gea as their Sanchez replacement. Taking hits for a keeper is never ideal, but you can justify it if you'll have no one playing at all, as it essentially becomes a -2 hit with the likely 2 points minimum gained. In De Gea's case, he finished with 10 points, so an excellent transfer. 16 managers downgraded Son to Bowen, and 16 upgraded Tony to Ronaldo, which could have been a set of moves made in combination to fund the Ronaldo move. Bernardo appears on the list a couple of times, who we briefly talked about earlier. Man City face Leeds at home next, which could be a high scoring game, and he looks a great pickup for that fixture. We'll finish by looking at how the Elite 100 managers are ranking currently. Their ranks are categorised into 5 areas: top 10k, top 100k, top 500k, top 1 mil and outside top 1 mil. The breakdown is as follows. 4.8% now rank within the top 10k, which is up from 2.9% last game week. 31.5% are ranked within the top 100k, 79.8% within the top 500k and 94% within the top 1 mil. Just 6% are ranked outside the top 1 mil. The top 2 managers are Finn Solly and Ammar Hussein, who are neck and neck, both ranked in the top 5k. Ammar was one of those managers who brought in De Gea for Sanchez for a -4, which paid off nicely. His other moves were Son and Tony to Bowen and Antonio. That concludes this video on the Elite 100. We'll be following them closely throughout the season, so if you'd like to keep up with the top 100 greatest managers this season, make sure you're subscribed. Likewise, if you enjoyed today's video, please remember to leave a like. I'll read every comment, so let me know what you thought of the Elite 100's team.